Welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. Are you stuck in the corporate rat race, worrying about layoffs, and longing to take control of your destiny? This is the place for frustrated executives like you who want to escape the grind, live life on your own terms, and build wealth. Whether you're ready to make a full transition into franchise ownership or want to start building a side business along your corporate job, Pete guides you every step of the way. He'll talk about how to create career and income security, diversify your assets and income, and live life on your own terms. Your path to controlling your own destiny starts now.
Welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. My name is Pete Gilfillan. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the best-selling author of the book Hire Yourself, and I'm nationally recognized franchise consultant and certainly a proud corporate escapee. You know, my mission in life is to help people take control of their destiny, to live life on their own terms, and certainly to build wealth. And the podcast, what I try to do is I want to answer a simple question. And today's question, people are always asking, you know, today it's really a tough labor market. How do you get good people and retain them? And so today what we're going to answer that question is, how do you attract and retain good workers during this tough tough labor market? So let's go through the 10 things you can do to attract and retain good employees during this, we'll call it tight labor market. So first of all, it's a given, but you have to have competitive pay and benefits. So the idea is that people do need to make an income. So we have to be competitive or on market from that standpoint. Don't necessarily have to pay more than market, because if you're doing the other 9 things, it obviously helps you retain and to keep your things. Number 2 is this idea of flexible hours. So certainly we all kind of learned in the pandemic, having a little bit more flexibility with our schedules is a good thing. So having a little bit more grace in terms of flexibility will allow you to attract and retain good hourly employees. And then you have to show them a path. A career opportunity would be the third one. They have to know that there's a future, that they're not just working for $15 an hour, but they're learning, they're growing as an employee. There is development opportunities within your organization for them. They can ascend or move a little bit higher and stuff like that. And certainly one of my favorites, or the fourth thing in terms of retaining good people, is rewards and recognition. So recognizing people doing things right. If you follow leadership, good leaders, they're always catching people doing the right things. And I've read stories about people that run like manufacturing facilities where they'll walk around and catch people doing things right. And that's the sign of a good leader, is catching people and then certainly rewarding them. So have good programs in place that recognize and rewards your hourly employees. And you want to certainly, the fifth reason is we want to have a safe and supportive work environment, a place where basically it values or has the values of your organization. So this is a safe environment for people to work in. It's comfortable. Certainly from that standpoint is good. And then the engagement or the initiative. So employees want to have feedback. They want to share ideas. You want to have an organization that ideas bubble up from the team members, the employees from that standpoint. So they want to be engaged. They want to be making the business better or the service better. So receiving their ideas, being engaged in learning from them, or at least listening, is really important. And we've all learned as we went through life that another reason why you want to retain and keep good employees is that you want to give them good work-life balance. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not working much. They can be working a lot, but we want to pay them overtime. We want to give them this idea that they have the ability to have a little bit more balance, because certainly being engaged with our family and stuff like that is so important. So helping people have work-life balance, again, doesn't necessarily mean that they're working less, but giving them a little bit more balance. And then we also want to, as we look to attract and retain good employees, is this idea of adapting technology and efficiency. And so now with the advent of AI and all that kind of stuff, let's say you have a marketing person. You get them the technology where they can leverage AI to do some of the marketing tasks, or at least make them faster, easier from that standpoint. certainly we want to always be leveraging technology, or maybe it's a faster way. If it's a technology business, how we leverage technology to improve our processes. Or it could be something as simple as landscaping. Maybe there's a faster way to do something. We want to leverage technology and efficiency to help our employees. And then certainly there is this whole idea of being part of a cause. So to attract and retain good employees, people want to sign in for a mission. They want to be part of something. And I always use the example of restoration, right? Bottom line is that getting water out of somebody's basement or out of their house, that's not so much fun. And yeah, you're paying somebody $15 an hour. But the idea is if they're helping people get back on their feet, families get back into their house, businesses get started again from that standpoint. So people want to be part of a mission. They want to have that social responsibility. And another great way to attract and retain employees is having a good employee referral program. Put a program in place where, hey, if you know somebody that might be a great fit for our organization, a great employee, put some kind of referral program in there. Bottom line is that we're in a tough labor market, and it's not going to get any easier, but we can ensure that we attract and retain good employees, good hourly employees, by leveraging these 10 different techniques. So if you like what you've heard, or you want to learn more about franchising, go to my website, Hire Yourself. Schedule a quick call with me. I can learn a little bit more about you, understand what you're looking for, what you'd want if you were to invest in a franchise, and I can tell you a little bit about my free franchise consulting services. Also, I encourage you to follow my podcast, my YouTube channel. Great content, always answering a great question every week. And with that, have a great day.
Thanks for joining us on the Hire Yourself podcast. Pete's here to help you break free from the corporate rat race, take control of your destiny, and finally live life on your own terms. Whether that's jumping into franchise ownership full-time or starting it as a side hustle. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a fellow frustrated executive, and leave a review to let us know your thoughts. Ready to start building your bridge to freedom? Visit hireyourself.com for resources, insights, and a clear path forward. Until next time, take charge, build your future, and live life on your own terms.